Hey guys, thank you for doing with Coach Kizzy for just like solutions. So, and I say the only reason I say Coach Kizzy is because a lot of people can't pronounce my name and they say it all messed up. My kindergarten teacher used to call my name is Lakeels, and my kindergarten teacher used to call me Lakeisha's. LA is for love, the KEY is for key, and the US is for us, Lakeels. And they used to call me Lakeisha's. So that's why I say Coach Kizzy. And Kizzy is my nickname. You know what I'm saying? That's a childhood nickname. So I would just go by Coach Kizzy. Because I don't like people who mess up my name. You know how like a lot of people don't like a lot of people mess up their name. You know, so no, don't mess up my name. But no, I was just on here and I was just showing you this right here on the back of the board about, because I know I not do all that to be my private investigator. I not be a private investigator, and I'm damn good at it too. I ain't lying, but I just don't. I'm not supposed to do all that extra stuff because it's a lot of work. It's a whole lot of work. It really is. You got to do a whole lot, and then like on the, especially if you on I'm just gonna tell you, especially if you on like you gotta use your computer and stuff like that, and you know that the officials and all kinds of stuff they on my computer and stuff like that because they cricket and just they doing the most. Everybody doing the most, so therefore they on my computer. So they not gonna let you do certain things on what they let you do certain things on the computer. But me pulling up the stuff that I need to pull up, oh they ain't gonna let you do that. They ain't gonna let you do that. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, I just I let God work that out because they know I can actually get into they text messages. I can pull their text messages up. I know how to pull their text messages up and see what they said, even if you erased it. As long as I know your phone number, I can pull your text messages up and everything. I can pull all that type of stuff up. But my thing is, I don't do that. I know how to do it. I know how to do it, but I'm not. Why do all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like for real, that'll be a whole lot of investigating. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it. But that's why they started being on my. I'm telling you, the one of the sources, one of my sources that's in here because they know I can do all that. I ain't slow. I be slow sometimes. Say it like that. I be slow sometimes, but not all the time. But they know I can do all that. They know I can do all that. I'm a cold brother. You understand? I'm a cold brother, and yeah, that's why they hack my stuff because they know I can get in the stuff. Yeah, that's why I do a lot of research. I have a mastermind. I have a mastermind. Like for real, I have a mastermind. But you just can't do certain things because, baby, they just like how God blocked them from me. They blocked me from my devices. God blocked them, and they blocked me from my devices. So we cool. I'm not doing nothing evil. They doing something evil. I'm not doing nothing evil because God blocked it. I didn't block it. God blocked it. Okay, for real. And that's the God's honest truth. You got to understand. God blocked it. I didn't block it. You just blocked me from doing certain things on my devices, which it's not legal. It's not legal to tap into somebody's computer, emails, or anything like that. You can't do that. That's people personal information on their computers and stuff. So you're not supposed to do that. That's federal crime. That's federal time. That's federal. That's a federal offense. You understand? So that's why I say people gotta watch what they do in life. If you don't watch what you do in life, you're gonna be under the jail cell. But you think it's cute. Listen, you think it's cute that you can do all that stuff, but don't do that. That's why I didn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I didn't do it because that's somebody's personal information. If they wanted you to see that type of stuff, they would tell you what look what such said. Look what this. If they want you to see that, they would have told you. So you got to when part of growing up. And part of your healing journey is knowing the things that you don't want to do in your life again. I done tapped into somebody's phone and got their information. I mean, like, well, not information. Got their text messages. Got their text messages. And you know what I did with their text messages? I read them to them because they were cheating, and they told me they wasn't cheating. So I had to do something. I didn't. I didn't have their phone. I did not have their phone. But I told them what they said, and I told them what the other. Well, I told my ex what he said, and I told him what the other guy said. I sure did. I sure did. But that's something that you don't do. That's somebody's personal. That's somebody's personal space. You don't. You. It's that's. You go downtown. That's the love I've been dreaming of. Downtown. Down, I guess you go downtown first, and then you go to that federal building. They got a federal prison here in Dallas, but it's actually in Seagoville, Texas. Google it. It's yeah, that's the federal penitentiary. It's in Seagoville, and they got spots there for you. And just always remember that when you're doing Fed time, it's day by day. People think that, oh, Fed time I'll be out. No, it's day by day. It's day by day. Do you understand that? Day by day. Each day is a count. If you got 300, if you got, just say for instance, you got 300 days. Each day, you got to do 300 days. Each day. Ain't no 2 for 1. Oh, and I get parole. No, you got to do all that. I got, I just parole. No, you got to do all that before you get out. You got to do all that time. So that means like I apply I apply my past with my present. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't use people information before. You know what I'm saying? I have done that. I didn't get caught on that. I didn't get caught. You understand? So I applied that with my present, right now. So I know if I know the feeling. I know the feeling when you take from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or use somebody's social. I know the feeling from that because they took my whole, not these people, but this girl at Williams Chicken. She took my whole money out my card. She on Baby Gap and everything, and so I knew that feeling. So I was like, you know what? It's time for you to slow down, boy. But I know how to get on the computer and hit a lick. If I really wanted some money, I know how to get on the computer and hit a lick. I know how to do that. I don't do that. But it don't goes with my journey. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that it don't go with my journey. My journey is different. It's my journey is leading me in a different path in life. It don't go with that. That's stealing. I I repent from stealing. I done stole. I done stole out the store, the mall, stole people information, but I didn't get caught up for it. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't get caught up for that. Yeah, I done had people. I done had people. Probably back in the day. You had a light bill in your name. If you had a light showed up on your credit thing, if you light bill. Yeah, just that's back in the day. You can't do nothing from back in the day. That's old news. Should have caught me then. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm just, you gotta keep it 100. Yeah, light bills and yeah, light bills. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like if I just be real with yourself. You got that's why you gotta put your password. Yeah, on that credit cards, people name, gas cards. Yeah, hmm yeah. So they probably fixed it by now. But yeah, I did all, I done did all of it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know how to get that money. I know, I, I know, I know how to get that money if I want to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, can't nobody listen. They don't. Yeah, I can get that money. I get that money, but I'm not for messing nobody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like so, so yeah. I'm, I'm not, I know how to get that money. I know how to get that money, man. But I need to go for it. You know what I'm saying? So okay, I know how to get that money. I know how to get it. But you just it's some things that you just don't do. Shoot. Everybody has a past. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has a past. Every everybody has a past. That's why you gotta know in life, everyone has a past. Everyone has a past. But I'm just not ashamed to bring my skeletons out the closet. Just say it like that. I'm not ashamed to bring my skeletons out the closet. It's a difference when you know that you're not afraid to bring your skeletons out the closet, and you that's what helps people. You understand what I'm saying? That's what helps people in life. Like if it, like this is my story, this is my journey. Yes, I have used credit cards before in other people's names. I have had light bills in other people's names. So just say for instance, if somebody watching this right now, if they just listen. If you're watching right now and you doing that, if you need help on trying to get that out of your mindset, I'm here. You understand? That is my journey. That's my journey. It applies to my journey. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, like all the wrongdoings that I have caked up over the years and put in a trash bag. That's a trash bag. I just look through it every now and then. And I look through the trash bag. I don't hold it in. Listen to what I'm saying. I put it in the trash bag. It's a trash of it's stored in the trash can of your memory. You know what I'm saying? You store it in a trash can, but it's always gonna be stored in your mind. But you gotta look in it sometimes. Yeah, look in it sometimes because your testimony is what helps other people. Your testimony, that's what helps other people, and that's how you gain your community. You know what I'm saying? Not just basically fame. Yeah, I don't want to be famous. I just the community part where you helping. It's a helping hand where like, hey, for real, I tried to put a call on somebody's name before, but it didn't work. Because I made fake documents. Yeah. Mhm. I did all that. I done made fake documents, you know what I'm saying? Like paycheck stubs, all kinds of stuff. I done did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that's the case, I done made fake driving license, tried to go get a car, fake driving license. I done did all this. That's what you get. You got to understand that your testimony, your testimony and everything that you have been through in life, that's your you applies that to your calling. Oh, city. You apply that to your calling. So my testimony is what I speak out of my mouth because somebody else have been through the same, probably have been through the same thing or either going through the same thing. So you catch them by the collar. You catch them by the collar before they make that big huge mistake because just because I got away with it, that don't mean that they gonna get away with it. You understand what I'm saying? Just because I got away with it doesn't mean that they gonna get away with it. So you put that leadership on. You catch them by the collar before they even try to start, before they even get on that computer again to make anything else or tap into somebody's stuff and try to get their stuff. You catch them by the collar. That's what a leader is.